I got to tell you, I've been told, I haven't looked at the judges' cards, but I'm told they've agreed on almost all but one or two of the rounds, which is kind of remarkable. I think that's a testament to the fact that the New Jersey Commission and their judges do an excellent job. They're as good as any in the world, if not the best. And we disagree respectfully with their assessment of the decision. And now I'm going to bring up the guy you want to hear from. A very, very dapper young gentleman over here.
Thank you. First of all, like I said, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for pulling us out. This is something to show you that when the Lord is on your side, anything is possible. But first of all, I want to also say that look at Matthysse. I want everybody to give him a round of applause. He's a very tough fighter. I think that in the future you'll see a lot of Lucas right now, but tonight was my night. I mean, no disrespect to him, but you can't win 4 or 5 rounds of a fight and then say you won the whole fight. It just doesn't go like that. You know what I mean? He did good. You know what I mean? He did good in the later rounds. He applied a lot of pressure. I must say he is. I don't want to say anything about nothing going on, but he is the strongest fighter that I ever fought. I mean, the dude was punching like he had center blocks in the gloves. That's no joke. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm a man. I can admit it. You know what I'm saying? He was very, very, very strong. He felt very big, but, I stuck to my game plan, and I just used my jab and just kept sliding around. And, and with that, I mean, I know he felt that he wanted to step in there and let some big shots go, but the jab just kept him off balance.
What's next, Zab?
I don't know what's next right now. I mean, like I said, the weight division is getting ready to pop off. I was the beginning of the start off about what's going to happen in the junior welterweight division. Now you got Madonna and Khan. You got Devin and Timothy. And then, once that happened, I mean, we still got Matthysse. Matthysse out there. I mean, we up next for him, but, we're going to just, sit down and weigh our options and let everything play out. Number one, I mean, I did 10 hard weeks of training camp, and, this right here shows when you put the hard work in, this is what happens, man. I don't want nobody to think that, back in the past, I was just going in the ring using my natural ability. If I would have did that tonight, I would have been stopped in whatever round he would have, dropped me in. But, with that, I got up and I showed the heart of the line. I mean, every time, there's another lesson. I mean, everybody boo and stuff and say whatever, but they just so used to seeing me dominate guys for so many times that, can I have a bad day one time? I mean, come on. I'm only human. I'm the same as everybody else, but, it's not a bad day. It wasn't a bad day. It was great. I used my jab. I used my boxing ability, and, we pulled it off.
Zab, at the beginning of the fight, you seemed to have a little bit of trouble. Was it that you...
At the beginning?
Yeah, beginning of the fight. Were you being too cautious, or his style of fighting gave you trouble?
I think the beginning of the fight was my best. My best going into the fight. I mean, the jab was popping, the lateral movement was good, the ring generalship. I mean, he couldn't even get in. He couldn't do anything, in the beginning of the fight. So, I don't know. Maybe I gotta go back and watch from your eyes. I don't know. I don't know.
Zab, it seemed like the whole fight you were trying to set him up for your patented, left uppercut counter. Is that what you're trying to do?
No. I mean, you know what? I realized a lot these guys don't look for that. They look for the left hand. They don't look for it. They're going to be anticipating it. So I figured them out with it. Just use my jab and keep feinting at him, and he was anticipating it coming. So, but while he was anticipating, I just kept popping the jab and sliding. I must say that in there, I took a page out of my one of my guys that I came up with watching the boxing, Prudential. And for some reason, I don't know, I just kept hearing Whitaker voice in there saying, just keep your hands up, keep popping the jab, and slide around. Just keep touching them. Along with my dad and my uncle in my corner. I mean, wait, number one, I want to say my corner. Let's give it up for the corner. The corner was good. Father, sometimes you get a little excited. He gets me riled up and hype, but it's cool. My Uncle Jimmy, I mean, listen, whenever I get a cut, you don't even know what it's done. That don't even cut, you know what I mean? So I'm going to give it up to my uncle for that. Marshall Enza, and, Matthysse. Matthysse is telling me, Zab, come on, let your hands go. You got to keep touching them. You got to keep touching them. And that's my team, Spade and Original. And Christina, I mean, we went through a hard 10-week training camp. I mean, and I don't know if you guys realize it, but it paid off. It paid off. I must say it paid off. I mean, at 33 years of age right now, I mean, I'm still able to dip and, you know, slide around and, you know, it was cool. It was cool. I felt good in it.
At the end of the 8th, he caught you with the headbutt there on your left cheek under the eye, and that seemed to kind of change things in the fight. He got a little more bold after that. Did that have an effect on you?
Yeah, the headbutts was good, but you know, I'm gonna say the referee did an excellent job. He came in there and kept the fight at a good pace, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, he was fair about everything he did. You know what I'm saying. And you know, I must say for the referee, that was great. And another thing, I give it to my girl Jolie, but I was hearing her. She said, keep that jab popping. I was throwing one jab at first. She was like, double it. Come on, Zab, keep doubling it. So she gave me a lot of inspiration in that. So thank God for that.
What was the hardest thing for you to overcome with this fight?
I think the hardest thing for me to overcome was, it wasn't in the fight. It was, you know, doing my training and everything, you know, just maintaining and keeping my focus, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for once we could say Zab won the 12 rounds without playing around. I didn't play to the crowd. I didn't drop my hands like that. I didn't do none of that. I kept a focused mind. I went in there and looked at every round for every second.
What was your game plan for the beginning of the round?
Box. You know, me and my corner, my coaches, we worked on boxing. You know, we did a lot of running, a lot of mountain running, a lot of preparation, and the leg showed, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we just boxed. It said just keep boxing. You know, he couldn't deal with the boxing, you know what I mean? And like he said, pretty sure if we was in Argentina, I mean, we probably would have got a different outcome, you know, but we in the great land of America, and this is how it goes. Welcome to America.
You kept holding on to him in later rounds when he was coming on strong?
Say it again?
I said you kept holding on to him in the later rounds when he was
I kept holding on to him later on. Yeah, I mean.
Is that the only way you thought you could stop him?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can sign you up to get you a 12-round fight. Let's see what you do in later rounds with a tough fight like that. But that's called ring generalship and smarts, using your brain, not being silly. You know what I mean? A lot of fighters in a position where they just, instead of, you know, you got to know when to hold and know when to box. I mean, that's called experience.
Zab, in the 10th after the knockdown, you kind of got up at the end of that round, and it looked like you were trying to get some feeling back in your legs, get the legs going again. Is that where the conditioning?
Yeah, the conditioning. I mean, when I went down, yeah, I had a deep conversation with the Lord. I mean, it was fast to y'all, but it was long to me. So we had it felt like we sat down for 3 minutes, and I was like, come on, baby, I've been doing everything right. Come on, don't let me down now. And he's like, don't worry about it, just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going, you know what I'm saying? This is what, you know, having faith can do, you know what I'm saying? Having faith can do. It shows, you know, this go to everybody, you know, when you got your faith in the right place, I mean, it's nothing you can't do.
He mentioned the rematch.
He mentioned what?
He mentioned the rematch. He wants it. He wants it. Would you want to give it to him?
No, they got a couple of gorillas at the Brooklyn Zoo. He can go take it with him. But yeah, we're gonna move on, and we're gonna keep going on and just see what's out there next for us. But I mean, I don't think it was a reason. You guys think it was a reason for a rematch? I don't see that.
Yes.
I don't see that. Okay, I mean, well, listen.
Maybe after you win the title.
Yeah, maybe after that, you know what I'm saying? But the odds is different here. That's 10-2. Come on. Overruled. No rematch.
Zab, you weighed in at 143 today, and there was some concern that maybe you...
It was light, yeah.
You were too light.
I was 143 today. He was 155. I mean, you know, that was a solid welterweight. You know what I'm saying?
Did you feel 100%?
No, I didn't feel that. You know, the thing. I just felt he was very strong. That's all I can keep saying. I mean, he has very heavy hands, and like I said, in the future, you're gonna see a lot more of Lucas Matthysse. I think that, you know, and I would advise, you know, not advise, but I would just tell Golden Boy, keep your head up with him. Don't give up on him. The kid is a very strong fighter, and he can come out there and surprise a lot of guys out there.
Tell me about Amir Khan. Now, you are very good with boxing footage. You saw Amir Khan get knocked out in the first round by Brightest Prescott. Yeah. You can hit with power. Do you really think that you versus Amir Khan would actually be a good fight, or it wouldn't be a good fight, based on the Prescott fight? Because you saw that fight.
I mean, we can't say it's going to be a good fight until we fight. You know, but I think on paper-wise, matchup, I think it'll be a good fight. You know, Amir Khan is a very good puncher. You know, he's a very fast combination throwing puncher, and you know, I mean, but he got his hands tied up right now with Medina. That's no easy fight for him. You know what I mean? So we're gonna wait and see what happens, what unfolds with that, with that fight, what unfolds with Timothy and Devin, and you know, by then we'll make our decision. But you know, I mean, we're not gonna sit around. We're gonna keep busy. We're gonna keep training. We're gonna keep working hard. You know, we're gonna take a little while off. I can relax with my family and things like that. You know, the holidays is coming up, and we're gonna kick back and that's it. You know.
Steph, you're in position now to fight Matthysse for the IBF title. How would you feel? Did you feel that that could be your best opportunity, and would you do it even if you had to go to South Africa?
I mean, that's a long flight. That's a long flight, and I don't know. We got a little bit of time to think about what we're gonna do. Like I say, you know, I gotta sit down with my team, Bill Hawkins, you know, main event, you know, Kathy, Jolene, and you know, Linda, and we just sit down, and my dad and everybody, Team Judah. And we just sit down and just make our next decision. I mean, we don't know what's next. But like I said, no, we're going to celebrate this victory. And we're going to just, you know, keep it in here. And I just want everybody to know, you know, he was a good fighter. And, you know, I overcame a hurdle right now. I mean, this is, what, four wins back to back. I mean, it's kind of good. I mean, we're kind of back on a good track. And tonight, you can't say nothing about Zab Judah. I mean, he fought a tough, strong, solid fighter. Metallic Spade.
Go Spade.
But you know, he was a very strong, exceptional fighter, and like I said, I mean, you know, we went in there and just did our thing. I mean, you know, like I said, he's by far the strongest guy I've ever got in there with, and I sparred with middleweights and welterweights and everything, and he's, I don't know, I mean, he was very, very, very exceptionally strong in it tonight.
You fight in one of the most stacked divisions in boxing. How do you feel you compare with some of the top fighters in the division?
I think we're getting the toughest guy out of the way. I mean, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the other guys, they don't propose a threat like this guy do. You know what I'm saying? You know, Devin Alexander, he's a good fighter, but and you know, Timothy Bradley, but those are boxers. Those are boxers. Those guys, you know, they're gonna box and try to go the distance and move around. I mean, this dude was looking strictly for a knockout. He was coming in, I mean, throwing hard, killer punches. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, with God on my side and having my defense, that's what got us through tonight.
Zab, with every fight, I assume you learn something new. What can you take from this fight?
From this fight, just, you know, it just shows Zab, you got a lot of heart. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, you train very hard for this fight. And, you know, for those that was in camp, we know I trained very hard for this fight. It just told me just put a little more work in. Just put a little bit more work in. A little more work and just keep pushing it and don't stop. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, I showed that I got a heart of a lion. You know what I'm saying? With all the big fights I've been in. And like I said, you guys won't understand what I'm saying, but he was a strong, tough, hard punching fighter. And watch in the future, as he go around and make his debut to America and fight some of the American fighter, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I think then you'll say, whoa, Zab survived it. Then I'll give him a props, but it'll be later on. But I
don't think Timothy or Devin would have fought him.
No. They had opportunities. Everybody had opportunities, you know what I'm saying? But nobody took it. I mean, but like I said, this is what we do. This is what I always know to do. I always step up and fight the fights that nobody want to fight. You know, all the Argentina fighters, you know, I fought Borden there. I fought Omar Weiss. I fought, you know, these guys people don't know about, but these guys are tough. These guys are tough, man. You know what I'm saying? They're little country Argentina. I think, Bill, we're going to go over to Argentina and find out some fighters, brother. We're going to find some fighters.
You're only the second guy that he had to go past 4 rounds with.
Yeah, I'm the second guy he went past 4 rounds with, and, you know, I mean, and the first one, you know, like I told y'all, going into the fight, I wasn't done that either. You know what I'm saying? So that O had to go. You know what I'm saying? And I stuck to that. I believed in that. And that's what I went in there and just pulled it out. Like, even when I got dropped, I just like, come on. But then my faith kicked in. I said, come on, don't worry about it, get up. Box. Yeah, I want to thank HBO too for having us back on tonight. And it was pretty good. I mean, it was a good card tonight. You should give it a round of applause for all the fighters on the card tonight. The guys went out here and bust their butts, man. Came out here, worked hard. And they came in here and, you know, let's do it. But like I said, man, we're going to get out of here. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for coming out. Super Judah Promotions, Main Events Promotions, and we back again, y'all.